Nadia Batson!
All right, so Nadia, we want to welcome you back to Toronto.
Thank you.
We noticed that Return Fete is always one of the first parties you do after Carnival. And, you know, why is that?
I have a really big fan base here in Toronto, and Dr. J has always supported Kestiba and Nadia Batson for many years. So whenever he calls, you know, we have to come and represent. Not only that, Return Fete is always the hypest fete. After Carnival, it's one of the first fetes coming out of Trinidad Carnival. It's hype, and you usually have all the really big hitting songs and artists from the season here. So I know tonight is Talpri and Lyrical and Skinny, Kes, myself, and Kerwin, Shal. So it's always real hype, you know. So we would always come and represent, always.
All right, nice. You're coming off of a big season, I find, this year. I was down in Trinidad, you know, a couple weeks ago, and was checking out. You guys were performing everywhere.
Yes.
And this year you were in the Soca Monarch competition.
Yes.
What was that like?
It's Soca Monarch is always, well, it's now become the biggest stage in the Carnival season, for the Carnival season. It's an important stage to be on because you're able to just, unlike the fetes where you basically just run on, you're able to present your song in the best way that you can. Not only that, you have now millions of people being able to see you and see you present your song via the internet. Not to mention this year was the biggest Soca Monarch they've ever had in terms of patrons. So, I mean, I am now a staple in the Soca Monarch, and it was really, it was a nice experience. And I found that the show was really good this year. Really good.
One of the performances that you did was your performance with Talpri.
Yeah.
And many people have been wondering, you know, how did that whole collaboration come about?
Oh, okay. It was funny because I was in Canada, actually. I did a show in Calgary last year, and Talpri was also on the show. And after I performed, it's a funny story, because Talpri does, just how he sing is just how he talk. So after I came off stage, he was like, Nadia, we never know you could have mashed up the place like that. He said we have to do a song together. So I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I got the idea for Lighters, and I actually started the song there. I finished it in the gym, but I started it on a plane. And he was such a good sport, because when we got back to Trinidad, I called him. He was in New York, and he was like, just send everything to him. He would do whatever he has to do. He went over to Grenada. I sent the idea to him. He loved it. And he recorded all of his vocals over there. I have to say big up to Marshall Music and John Iko as well, who produced the track. And that was it, you know, and he just sent his vocals back. We mixed it, everything in Trinidad. And he came down to Trinidad very early in the Carnival season. He was like, Nads, let's start to push the song. Let's push it as much as we can, because he really believed in the song, because it's huge in Grenada. Okay. So, but I mean, Talpri is really a good sport. So, and that was it.
All right. Well, I mean, I was there watching the performance, and it was amazing. Like,
thank you.
It was just crazy. Like, people are going to see it soon. We actually just put up a little clip of it on YouTube, like literally an hour ago.
Okay.
All right. And lastly, just 2 weeks ago, you released an album for the year. Can you let us
Yes.
know some information about that and where people can go and support it and buy it?
Okay. Miss B is my second album. My first album was Caribbean Girl from 2 years ago. So the Miss B album has all of my hits from this year, and I think we put on one or two from 2 years ago. It's really, really an album that I'm proud of because I worked really, really hard on this album. I wanted it to be something that I could be proud of. The Caribbean Girl album was a successful album for me. It was my first album, but I wanted to basically either top it or have an album that could easily rival the success of Caribbean Girl.
Okay.
And I believe that I've done that. So all of the hits are there. Lighters is there. We Not Leaving with Patrice, My Time, Ride. And I worked with some really nice producers as well as some upcoming producers. It's also available on iTunes, which I'm proud of as well. So people can go and please support the music. Don't just come to a fete and jump and wave. Go and buy the albums. You can either pick up your copy. I'm trying to have it available, the physical album available here in Toronto as well. So Miss B is out. Check it out on iTunes or pick up your copy.
All right. And just like lastly, is there anything you want to say to your fans out there?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of the support because I have continued support from, I always say I have the best fans in the world. I have the greatest supporters, no matter what, they're there. They are very instrumental and such an important and integral part of everything that I do. And I always keep my fans in mind every single move that I make when it comes to my career and, and pushing forward. So I have to say thank you.
All right. Okay, well, we just want to thank you. And look forward to the show tonight.
No problem.
All right.
Where you from? Where you come from? I need to see hands in the air right now. Everybody. If you know you're proud to come from Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Guyana, Jamaica.